The fourth member of Team Snake Mouth, Chompy.
I think we're
Who
live.
we're not going to get Chompy. Yes, we are live.
Yes, excellent. So, yeah, we got another installment in Bug Fables. Got done with a good old day of having my power turned off for no reason.
Yep, sucks. What were we doing?
So, I don't know if I told you about this guy. I definitely have. So you know the coworker of mine who's like really into like the manosphere junk.
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Okay, so
I know
he
several things about him.
yes, so he went on vacation for a week, um, which wasn't a big deal. Um, his absence was uneventful, right?
Hmm.
Anyway, and like he didn't go and do anything big or whatever, right? So he's just gone for a week. So after the week's over, right? He comes back. So his first day back, right? He comes into the fucking break room where the crew, assembles, right? With fucking ACDC's Back in Black playing on his phone as his fucking theme song, going around and fist bumping people and shit.
I mean, I gotta admit, that's a baller move, but not just for, like, going on vacation for a week.
Yeah. There's no irony here. There's no joke. This man is his late 20s. This is as sophisticated as his brain is ever gonna get.
I wish I had that kind of confidence.
I mean, it's like, dude, is this like a meme or something? And it's just like, I don't know, it's embarrassing.
Alright, what was it? Tunnel of the Golden Settlement. Isn't that here?
You have a way of breaking those, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just doing that. This doesn't go to the Golden Settlement. This goes to the other kingdom, the Termite Kingdom.
Termite Kingdom.
Yeah.
The Termite Boys. So,
It's been 2 weeks since I played this game.
I know. I know
I was gonna get kinda used to it
all
again.
too well.
There was something. I mean, that's... Yeah, this is the Golden Settlement.
You have a map, right?
Yeah, I do. It's, here. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the tunnel to the Golden Settlement.
Yeah.
And that's what it says to do. Team stay over the tunnel to the Golden Settlement.
So,
I think I did that, but then I don't remember what else I'm supposed to do. Well, I can kind of... Is there... Oh, I need to send that back anyway, so... Maybe there's a reason I was out front of the castle area. Where's it? Is this it? Yeah, let me return the book. I don't think Kabu has any special side quest. I think his backstory is part of the thing we already did.
mm,
The sad glimmer. That would be an incredibly bad book. Or an incredibly good book that's very, very ironic. Huh. Have another book. No.
so
17.
I like to run Dungeons and Dragons, as you might know,
Uh-huh.
and occasionally when researching when designing stuff, it also turns into a little research expedition onto fun facts about history.
Hmm.
So I learned a good bit about pre 17th century naval warfare.
Hmm.
Uh,
What to do?
so basically, when everybody thinks about old timey sailing ships, right? You think about like when when you think about old timey naval battles, right? You think about tall sailing ships with broadsides full of cannons, right?
Yeah.
So how did they fight before they had cannons?
Did they throw rocks and sticks at each other?
That was part of it, but mostly with manliness and gusto,
Oh, they'd fight hand to hand on the decks of their own ships.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So, uh, one, naval battles are very rare, because firstly, there's almost no standing navies. Um, Basically, all naval forces are conscripted from mercantile and fishing vessels and converted for war temporarily. And then, how do you even find your enemy on the sea, right? Like that was a huge problem. So, to put it in modern terms, basically all pre-Age of Sail naval battles were limited to brown water operations. So lots of those naval battles actually had large components of land, actually had large land components to them.
That makes sense.
And actually, one of the more notable medieval naval battles between the kings of France and England took place in an estuary in the Netherlands, which is now land. And it was this case where the ships would approach, archers would exchange fire, and then they would ram into each other, and then the crews would try to board the opposing ship and fight across the decks, right? And even had little tower castles sort of built into the fore and aft of the ship deck.
Hence the forecastle, the forecastle.
Exactly. And it was incredibly deadly, and in that specific case, the Battle of Sluys, the French got absolutely stomped. They lost. They almost had their entire navy. They had basically their entire navy captured. And then, the queen, incidentally got killed by a stray arrow. Because she was around there for some reason. Or I think it might have been the queen's handmaiden or something. I don't know. Anyway, point is it was a total defeat for the French. And, it's a very different style of naval warfare than most people would necessarily expect. And also very messy.
Here. Oop. What are you doing?
And even the invention of the cannon didn't offset this style of naval warfare immediately. Originally they actually had the cannons, one or two cannons actually affixed to the ship facing forward.
I don't know, do this.
So firing of the cannon was essentially combined with the ramming attack.
Yeah, the chaser cannons.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna hang out there. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to get back to the submarine. Oh god, don't go. No! Oh, thank god. Ah! Oh, that was weird.
Also, I found, I think I discussed this a bit with you about the real reason why gunpowder weapons were adopted historically.
Why was that? I don't remember.
So it's a popular belief that the reason why I had to do, right, where if you compare
Oh,
early gunpowder firearms to bows, right, there's a lot of on-paper advantages to bows and arrows.
mm-hmm.
So the question becomes, well, why were gunpowder weapons adopted instead, right? And it's a popular belief that this had something to do with training or logistics or something. And the
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming evidence is that that is not the case at all, and that the primary primary reasons why black powder weapons were adopted was one, it rendered the vast majority of different forms of body armor completely obsolete, and two, they were way deadlier than getting shot with an arrow. And I found more evidence supporting this theory, including an interview made in the early 1600s of a longbowman who had recently turned to becoming an arquebusier.
I was supposed to. Okay, I get it.
And that longbowman turned arquebusier basically argued very thoroughly that guns were just way better than bows. Basically for those same reasons. It's like, sure, you can let loose a lot of arrows, but, like, unless the target's basically unarmored, there's not much chance of doing a lot of damage to them, as opposed to a gun where, you know, you shoot them and you just fucking kill them, unless they have the top tier armor that is available. I can't tell if you're bored by this or just distracted.
No, I'm paying attention to the combat. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, arquebus, that's a big kind of crossbow, isn't it?
No, that's early matchlock firearm.
Oh, yes, that's right. What am I thinking of? A ballista.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if this is the right place to go, but I'm going here. Who are you? Who are you talking to?
At the very least.
It is a place. Cool. Just a pleasant little island. Pleasant little island people. Also, so... No. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's these dudes. Uh... We're running into that problem we discussed a little while ago, where really, at this point, the only thing you can really usefully do is your special moves, and there just aren't enough points for them.
Yeah. I think that's the major issue with the combat.
Yeah.
I will say, I think this was a criticism that Yahtzee Crawshot actually made as well in his video on Bug Fables, which is that the papercraft aesthetic doesn't really play any role in anything.
It doesn't make any sense. It's only there because this is a Paper Mario spiritual successor.
Yeah, and if you didn't know that, right, the paper aesthetic wouldn't make any sense, right? Like,
no.
And really, it would have been just fine as just a 2D, like a 2.5D game, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, Hollow Knight looks great, right? Like, it has little bug people that are 2D, right? So, and adding
time for talking,
and adding a couple animations wouldn't have been that big a deal anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Time for talking.
It's one of these levels. Okay.
Forced stealth section.
Okay, can't. Okay, I do have to go over here then. Don't know what that did.
You can probably bury yourself. Or just fall off the side and die immediately.
Yeah, or just... Was it from, fucking, Kung Pao into their fist? It's like, I had two choices. I could do a spinning backwards crane kick, dodge to the side, and attack, or I could take the claw to my face and die. Should've chose A. I love that movie.
It's a great film.
It's very silly, but I love it so much. Okay, I can't. Ah, they're clever. The gates go down. No. Okay.
Also, I like to use Kung Pao as an example of, right, it's an absurdist comedy, right? Bury yourself there, right? Like, or...
no, I cannot. It's stone. I don't know if I can hit him. I mean, he doesn't see me. Oh, he's just an enemy.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Well, that's a lot easier.
Yeah, it is, but I also don't have anything, so...
Run to the save point.
Yeah, exactly what I'm doing.
But also I like to use Kung Pao as an example of, like, it's this absurdist comedy, right? But even it has, like, a very basic, functional, like, character arc for the main character.
Yeah, it is a story, a functional story, while at the same time being ridiculous.
Yeah. Where it's about, arrogance, right? He's like, I'm the chosen one, I'm the hottest shit around, I don't need to train or whatever.
Oh.
I don't think that helps you.
I don't think it does, but...
Oh, actually, throw that up, then... No, that doesn't make any sense. So, no, I don't think that helps you.
I can do that. I don't know why I'd want to do that, but I clearly
Go
can
to the
do
left room.
Yeah, give me a
right,
second.
and see if that gate is down.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea. Ah!
There we go.
Very good. I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, they don't have it doesn't have that little splash.
Yeah.
thingamabobber, so...
Okay. Entrance, and then this room, and then another thing. Does this say anything? No.
It is just a wall decoration.
Okay, I need a... Okay, I think this guy might be a boss. And I should maybe have prepared a little bit better before coming to the final level.
Yeah, that seems like it might have been a good idea at some point.
That's alright. I'll just do this. And get back up somewhere.
Go buy some items, heal up.
No. Sorry, I'm talking to the wasp.
That can't hear you, yes.
I said no, but I was talking to the wasp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the submarine here if I need to go back anywhere, because I can just go straight to the fast travel tunnel that comes here, and not have to deal with the rest of it. Yeah.
Anyway, so part of my point is I think that at how I implemented how guns worked in Barrow Maze was actually pretty close to like how guns would be used in skirmish level encounters during that sort of transitional period. Where you sort of...
I'm trying to remember how they work.
They
you
do
need to
they do a
spend an
ton.
action to reload.
Yeah, they do a ton of damage. They don't... Oh, they ignore armor, but they take forever to reload. So what you typically do is you bring one fully loaded into a combat, fire it off once, and then, drop it and fight with melee from there on. Which, to my understanding, was pretty typical for skirmish-level encounters like that, like ambushes and whatnot. Like, how some of the Native Americans would do it was be, like, if they're ambushing or doing a raid or something, would be fire off whatever guns they have, then start charging, throwing tomahawks, which, if they don't meet their mark, will tend to bounce off of the ground and continue towards the enemy, which isn't likely to do much damage, but hey, you're distracting them with a bunch of axes bouncing at them, so they have to pay attention to it. And then you meet and engage with whatever melee weapons you have at hand, which would typically be axes and clubs of some sort at that particular period. Because swords are expensive.
Oh, a side quest. I'm not doing side quests
Maybe
right
you
now.
can just talk to him and complete it immediately.
Maybe. I don't want to go into the Wasp Kingdom.
Isn't that where you're going anyway?
That's where she wants to go to rescue her, whatever, her sister. I'm just trying to get to the end game right now. Can I buy... No, that's not what that is. Is there a place I can just buy shit here? Maybe I can't do it here. I mean, I can, but it's very expensive. So, Burling Tea. Boost defense, boost allies attack. Don't care.
And you could probably just fast travel to the...
Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to fast travel to the main kingdom, and then I can come back here. That's the wrong thing.
So...
Nice. Oh, come on. There we are.
Also, I looked it up. So you might find this surprising in the realm of board games,
Mhm.
so there's basically like a whole genre of board games called war games, which involves more games than just games about war, actually. Like, there's a couple train games, which I'd consider, like, war games by, like, design philosophy. But, surprisingly, medieval stuff is not very popular as a subject matter in war games.
Huh.
Of course, right, the big thing, of course, is World War II. But even stuff like the Napoleonic Wars are a bigger deal than medieval shit.
Okay, I guess I'm fucking doing this now. Sorry,
Yeah, you got
this is
you got yoinky splunkied into a.
I did. I got grabbed into this. I'm trying to look for the store.
You go out in the middle of the night looking. You walk. You decide to go in the middle of the night to take a walk to the 7-Eleven on the corner, get ambushed by a random quest.
It's one of those really horrible animes where it's like, I see the girl getting harassed by the convenience store, and I'm going to be the big hero. Like, okay, that's me, I guess.
I mean, it's very stereotypical also in superhero stuff. Comic books, more specifically. Not so
I really
much
don't read
movies.
comic books.
In superhero comics, it's a very stereotypical introduction to a character. Like, oh, here's this woman being accosted by robbers,
having her purse stolen.
whatever, right? And then here comes the hero to save the day. It's very, very common.
Sort of a good intro thing, I guess.
I mean, admittedly, like Yu Yu Hakusho, I think did a good twist on it by having the main character just fucking die immediately.
Right. Oh, got it. Well, then you are going to try. Let's count up your sins. That's unexpectedly hardcore for Kabu. Oh.
I mean, at least it isn't as bad as the fucking stereotypical anime scene of protagonist Kun, runs into love interest Chan, and they stumble all over each other, and he accidentally grabs her boob, and she's so embarrassed she slaps him. It's like
The only so that's acceptable for exactly one reason. And that's because when they did that exact same scene in Evangelion, the whole point is it's noticeable in that Rei doesn't react at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire reason for that bit, is to play with that trope. And so I'm okay with it for that reason, but it is way overdone.
Also, I don't even know what the fuck the origin is, or
I don't know, Project Echo or some shit. I don't know, something like that. It's just a thing that emerged somewhere. Necessary. I think. Okay, here we are.
But yes, medieval stuff as a subject matter is actually quite unpopular in the realm of board game design.
Really?
To the point where I looked it up, and there's exactly one war game that deals with medieval naval combat. Exactly one. Although, interestingly, there's been a more recent series of war games by GMT called the Levian Campaign series, which deals with medieval operational level conflicts, I think in a quite clever way.
Yeah.
It's sort of difficult to explain, right? But without seeing the board, right? But the idea is that so if you look at the actual history of medieval warfare, armies don't like to fight each other in the field all that much.
Sure. Makes sense.
The idea that basically you don't want to fight. Basically, you don't want to fight a battle you don't know you're not absolutely sure you're going to win if you have any choice in the matter. So there's lots of raiding. So this would be just raiding your opponent's, countryside and territory. There's lots of sieges, but not many battles and very few siege assaults. And so the Levian Campaign series tries to emulate this whole process, and also the difficulty of just fielding an army in the medieval times when, most of the population's illiterate. Makes administration hard. And so how it works is, right, you have a faction side, but then you have individual lords who are in your vassalage, right? And you can call them up for, service, but they only serve for a limited number of turns based on their, essentially, fealty to you. And then, in order to keep them in the game, you have to basically pay them money, which you get by raiding your enemy's territories, hopefully. Or you have to basically deal with your army just disappearing for 6 months. And there's interesting card-driven mechanics too, and there's lots of interesting aspects to it. The first one in the series is called Nevsky, which has to do with which addresses the famous conflict between the Teutonic Knights and the Novgorod Republic, which was the predecessor to Russia.
Right.
Which ultimately... Go ahead.
I wonder how much, I won't say distaste, but lack of interest in these kinds of things is you kind of have to know about history to want to be interested in, playing it out. And most people don't know shit about history. I certainly don't.
I guess that's sort of a part of it, right? But what was really cool about this particular conflict was, so firstly you had the two, so there's actually a film about this conflict called Alexander Nevsky, which was one of the great Soviet films, actually.
Mm.
That was, all kinds of pioneering into, editing and junk. It's a good film. But how it basically goes, how the story, or if it goes, is basically, the Teutonic Knights are basically just fucking evil, right? Just objectively, right? They are on a crusade for Christianity, going to Russia and murdering other Christians.
I was gonna say, Russia, which is Christian.
Yeah.
Famously, the Russian Orthodox Church.
Yeah. So the Teutons are just basically just engaging in a blatant war of aggression. And the Novgorodian Republic basically has to scramble to try to put together a defense, where there's this guy called Alexander Nevsky, who's this great prince who they previously had interactions with, but basically, even though he was very, very good at his job, they kind of just kicked his ass out, even for various political reasons, for basically petty political reasons.
Isn't it always the case?
And then they had to convince him to come back to defend Novgorod, which he eventually did, and he actually fought a war against the Teutons, who had generally better equipment, but it ultimately culminated into the Battle on the Ice, where the Teutonic Knights and the forces of Novgorod, led by Nevsky, fought on a frozen-over lake.
That's pretty badass.
In the middle of Russian winter. And it was the cream of the crop of the Teutons. They're heavy cavalry, they're knights, versus a bunch of Russians with spears. And Nevsky won the day in a sweeping victory, managing to crush the Teutonic force, forever impeding the Teutonic expansion eastward. Of course, other games in the series also explore different conflicts. Like the third one in the series is called Inferno and has to deal with actually kind of obscure but weird and interesting conflict that happened in Italy between two different factions of city-states called the Guelphs and the Ghibellines. Basically, North Italy at the time, right, was technically under the control of the Holy Roman Empire. And you had these city-states formed, which were like republics, right? They didn't have feudal lords in charge of them. And so there was a question of, right, should we stick with the Holy Roman Empire, or should we, try to do our own thing, or try to go side with the Pope and become part of the Papal States, essentially? And this ended up fracturing the various city-states called communae into these two different factions, which basically fought a civil war against each other within the boundaries of the Holy Roman Empire. And then it just turned into... I sent you a message about it a while ago. About, every fucking war in medieval Italy is, some asshole steals a bucket and...
Oh, yes.
2 decades of intergenerational conflict later, nothing is resolved. And nobody knows where the fuck the bucket went.
I mean, stupider wars have been fought, but not a whole lot stupider.
Right, and of course, right, the end result of this was the mutual ruination of the communae, right? Basically, they just totally fucked themselves until feudalism was the only game in town.
And whence comes the Tsar, I guess?
Well, this was Italy, so...
Oh, I see. Well, the Doge, maybe? I don't know.
No, Italy would just fail to unite until way, way after most of the rest of the countries of Europe united.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the thing with the thing.
Like, Italy wasn't a united country until the late 19th century. Like, even after Germany had formed.
Yeah, it's amazing how recent the thing we think of as the nation-state is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't really understand how this happened, but fine. What?
I'm not sure. I think this might be a relic of the fact that not all the party powers are mandatory.
Oh.
So like
Maybe?
you can just walk on that surface with Leaf, right?
It's true, I can. Why did I solve it that way if I can just do this? In fact, this is how I got back. That's weird. But how do I... Oh, so how do I get over there? I just do that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's probably how I was intended to do it, but I did it my way.
And I did it my way. Anyway.
Great fucking song.
So,
Frank Sinatra.
other wars addressed in the Levian campaign series is another one's called the Almoravid, which was a conflict that was part of the greater wars that constituted the Reconquista.
But why? Oh, so why are the prisoners fighting me? Because they're fucking prisoners. That's why. I don't want to deal with it. I don't know, it's annoying. Combat of this game is kind of annoying. Fuck you. I gotta get up there, so I gotta do the thing with the thing and do the other thing. Got it. If I hadn't flipped the switch, then this would have been down, so that's great. I understand.
You can try freezing the enemy. Your freeze should last a lot longer.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You might as well just fight them, because they're just going to be annoying anyway.
Well, it's just one. It's when I have to fight more than one, because then I kind of have to use my special abilities to make it all tractable.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just one, I could just do one. Ooh, shit.
Might want to switch Leaf out of the lead, at least.
Yeah. We'll put him back. It's fine. And then... Okay, so I'm in that room. If I can just go straight, that's fine, I guess.
And let me think. What are other subject matter covered in the Levian campaign series? They also have the War of the Roses, which is being covered.
I mean, they made a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game about the War of the Roses.
Yeah, so that's probably the most famous to the ordinary person conflict that they've covered so far.
This is... What? I mean, I guess you can use a chain that way, but I don't know why you would. Chains aren't usually meant to transmit torque.
I think this is I think they just forgot to make an asset.
I guess.
Because what you need is just a rod, right?
Yeah, just a rod. I mean, it's just literally any of these, like, fucking prison bars could work. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, I see how this works, I think. That... No, fuck off. And actually what I want is... Oh, I didn't even get it. Fine.
And then they have another one covering, and then they have a couple more in development, like one covering a Byzantine conflict, another one covering the Hussite uprising, and what is in Central Europe, which is super interesting, but almost nobody knows about it.
I admit I don't know who the Hussites are.
They were the followers of Huss.
Well, that stands to reason, yes.
So this was during the early... So this was basically during the period when the Catholic Church was was enduring a lot of criticism, and Protestantism was starting to foment. And Huss was a preacher in Bohemia, who was basically like, hey, the Catholic Church is really corrupt. That's bad. And also, maybe agrarian communism of some kind?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Peasant republic or something? And needless to say, that made the elites at the time very, very upset.
Good.
Which
that always works out well.
Which actually led to a sort of crusade against the Hussites in Bohemia, who were heavily outmatched in many respects. Right, namely the fact that their enemies had a bunch of heavily armored knights with horses and full plate mail, and they had a bunch of peasants with sticks. And somehow the Hussites managed to whip the shit out of the nobles for years and years, until I believe it was actually due to an internal betrayal that led to the downfall of the Hussite uprising.
So, A, beating up the nobles, good. Approve of that. B, internal betrayal, not cool. Super not cool. Don't do that.
Yeah. And, it was also it was actually one of the early wars that saw the employment of gunpowder weapons in a major way. Because the Hussites, right, they did have people who with experience in the town guards, and one of the things that, like wall guards would use would be, like, the early hand cannon, gunpowder weapons. So it's like, let's figure... so their military leader, was like, let's figure out a way of making this useful, and basically figured out, holy shit, guns are actually really good against armored opponents. But, yeah, it's an interesting conflict, although obscure, from a, everyday person perspective.
Okay, I found this book. Very good. Cool.
And then
Is that it?
And then they also have one covering Henry V's campaign in northern France, leading up to, of course, the Battle of Agincourt.
Huh. Tried to read that book Agincourt, and I couldn't make it through the first chapter because it's very, very sick. Like, I get it. I get why the author did that, but not for me.
I'm not familiar with the book Agincourt.
Bernard, can't remember his last name, but it's a fictional account of Agincourt, and just from the perspective of somebody who had to kind of, I think, leave England and eventually became an archer and participated in it. But the first chapter is very bad for reasons I won't get into details of. Like, it's not badly written, it just makes me sad and hurt, and I'm not going to read it. So, I did that already. Mm-hmm. What else do I need to do? How do I get to that switch over there? Anything in here?
Did you get the switch on the upper left, though?
I don't think so. I'll check it out in a second. No, I did not get that one. I don't think. I should have opened this one here. Yes, good. Ah! Why?
Maybe it's a...
Oh,
maybe it's something to
yeah.
prevent you from soft locking yourself.
Or it's... or I have to activate it to...
Well, you don't have any reason to yet.
Well, it may open another gate somewhere. But even if it doesn't, it's fun to do that. Of course, maybe I just now saw... Oh, God. That suggests that if I cross it, it will fail. Okay. The Gime?
The Gime?
The Gime. I think it's a Simpsons reference.
I should make more of a thing of just mispronouncing things on purpose as the Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
You encounter some ogres wielding scimitars.
Scimitars. I like saying scimitar.
Some scorpones arise from the sand. Also talking about RPG stuff, you really wouldn't want to take out the guy at the front there.
Well, the guy in the back will steal my items.
Alright, well, that's fair. But yeah, one thing about designing tabletop RPG stuff, and why I think fantasy as a genre tends to be so popular, is actually that it just makes designing certain things a lot easier, right? You don't have to think of an explanation for why something works the way it does. It just can do whatever you need it to do.
I mean, just magic.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a way to...
Well, you almost leveled up.
Yep. Almost. I have no idea where I'm going. I know there's a map on the wall, but...
I'm not sure it's terribly important. You just, it's a video game. You just follow the breadcrumb trails.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of different ways to go, but I'll go that way eventually, I'm sure. Nope.
You got the drop on him.
Yeah. Yay, leveled up. Definitely want more teamwork points. It's pretty much always what I want.
I mean, the best defense is a good offense.
I mean, I'd like, oh, more HP, yes, but I can heal using teamwork points, so. Wasn't there a... Yes, there was. I think... Can I go through here? Yes. Oh, okay, there we go. I wonder if I should... Come on. Come on, there we go.
Charge into it.
Yeah. Okay. Was it through here? No. Where's the... Okay. Oh, I guess it's down there to the left, huh? Nope, can't break that.
And you could just keep trying to go forward until you hit a roadblock.
I guess. I just feel like those... Like, this room kind of... I'm in the yellow room. If I go to down one to the left, I think there may be something there. But I guess I'll just... I just don't want to go forward and hit like a... you know, can't come back point. Okay, library. Ugh.
Don't you mean a library?
A liberty.
I don't know. How's your life been going? What have you been up to?
Oh, it's alright. I started working again. That's fun.
My condolences.
Yeah, I know. It only takes up all of my time and energy and doesn't pay me very much money. But, you know, other than that,
I mean,
it's actually pretty good.
At least it doesn't pay you enough to live.
Yeah. I mean, my boss is not a jerk, which is good. He's actually a pretty cool dude. My coworkers are not bad. You know, I don't know them very well, but they seem pretty cool. Aha. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. And here. And down. Right.
What about that switch on the right? The lower right.
Yeah. That one, yeah, I think you're right. But if I hit that one, I think it'll not open the... If I hit it... like, I want to open the gym up. And this will let me get up, but then see, the gym is like that. What happens if I go through here? Oh. Well, that's a nice shortcut. Ugh. I don't have a key. Alright, so if I go to the right, I'm going to be in a different room. I've been there already. If I go to the right, that's a bridge. That's weird, and it's going to get me to the warden's office, which I think is where I'm supposed to end up. There's a key up there, and to the right, across the... Okay, I think I know what to do. Nope. Nope.
Go.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go down here.
No. I mean, the way it might be open, right? Like, if you go up there and just up the stairway, right? Like...
Stairway?
Yeah, so...
Oh, on the left.
Yeah, on the left.
Yeah. No, not through there. Come on. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
There you go.
Yeah. There's gonna be nothing in here. Ooh. Ooh, that's silly. Oh, come on. Got your shit.
Now you can just leave.
Yeah, no, just fucking leave. Not fight anybody, not level up. It's fine. It's a pretty good dungeon, actually. A little bit impressed by it. Is this the right? No, it's the other room. Yeah, like, so the mechanic of switching between dudes is cool, but I think you're right. I think it would have been, or maybe Yahtzee was right. It would have been better as a 2.5D platformer, kind of like Hollow Knight. Because then you wouldn't have all these accuracy issues.
Mm-hmm.
You have different or interesting accuracy issues.
Yeah, I mean, so 3D is 3D platforming is always a tricky thing.
Yeah.
At the best of times.
Okay. What? This is a cafeteria?
You're about to level up, so
Am I?
I think so.
Doesn't really matter. I'll fight him anyway. Oop. Oh, whatever.
You biffed it.
Who should be frozen? You should be frozen.
I was frozen today.
Christopher Lloyd's got a weird repertoire, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Also, do you see the trailers for that new fucking Wonka movie?
I have. And I'm a little bit interested in it because I like Timothée Chalamet, who plays Paul Atreides. But it does look like a very silly film.
Not silly in the good way, right? It just looks very saccharine.
It makes me think a lot of The Greatest Showman, which I like Hugh Jackman, and there were some okay songs in that movie, but I would prefer an actual film about the actual life of P.T. Barnum.
Mm-hmm. So what you doing here?
That. Nope, hit the wrong button. Still going after a leaf. What would the advantage have been of having these tables up?
I don't know.
Down? I don't... Okay. Why did I go all the way there again? Did I get a...
Did you get a key or something?
What did I get? I got something. Oh, a book. I got a book. Maybe I need the book for the library?
The... So there's this roguelike game called Cogmind, where you play
Cool.
where you play a robot, or specifically a robotic like core, and part of the gimmick of the gameplay is that you can fight enemies, right? Harvest their parts and attach them to you.
That seems pretty cool.
You know, it's a very simulationist roguelike, so there's all kinds of crazy, wacky stuff you can do.
Okay.
And all sorts of configurations you can put yourself in.
Okay, so blue, yellow, red, I think. Oh, I don't have them all. Okay.
And the hunt for knowledge.
I guess. I don't know where this whole thing came from narratively, but It's here, and it's okay. What if I just drop down, I wonder? Oh, I get into a fight.
Kitty, why do you keep crawling into my lap and then out again? You can just come in and have a snooze.
Cats falling asleep on you is the most adorable thing. Just the most adorable one. I think I've planned this poorly. That's fine. I'm not going up. What? Don't know why that stopped. Ooh, there's another book. And there's a thing I can freeze. There's another thing I can freeze. Fuck you. These are easy, so I'll just beat him. Yeah, you. And then you lock up, so Kabu gets to go.
And then V again.
And then freeze him. Alright, now I'm just gonna hear. It gave me 2 turns instead of 1. Guess I could heal.
Or you could just kick his ass.
I could, but in fact, I probably will just do that.
I really gotta play Bombrush Cyberpunk.
Oh god, I forgot that was out.
Yeah, it's out now.
Shit, I really do have to play that game, actually.
I mean, it's like,
Oh.
Good
Sorry.
job.
Was it what I wanted to do?
Like there's this, it's like one of the, it's like that, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like this picture of this car crash in this parking garage where like one car is like wedged up on its side such that the other car is like lifted up against the ceiling, and it's like, how did this even happen?
In a parking garage.
Yeah.
I think there's... What is this? What is this? What are you? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to come back here at some point. Probably after this thing collapses. I'm gonna have to go up there to the library and come back down again. Or not. Okay, so there's the map. Where haven't I been yet?
I mean, you've mostly been on the left side, so...
I've been to the library. I don't think I've been to the... Did I go to the room down below that? Yeah, that's where I just was. And
But,
then
and then the room below that...
is the boss, I think.
you can go
I've
just try
been...
the library again. See if you got enough.
I guess so. Oh, I'm gonna have to heal up. I just fucking hate that guy.
Heal us.
Fuck you. Alright, I'll kick your ass because I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Kill the thief.
Yeah.
You know there's a fan-made Hollow Knight TTRPG?
It was a TTRPG for everything, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's even one for the Halo franchise.
I believe that. I just came across a TTRPG for something. Oh, Symphogear. Very strange.
The question is, well, yeah, that one seems a little, odd.
I don't. Yeah,
But-
I didn't really read it that close.
But, oh yeah, that was my point of bringing up Cogmind. There really just aren't any good... Like, there are some on the subject matter, right? But there really just aren't any good TTRPGs about everyone being a motherfucking robot.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like it should be pretty obvious. Like you kind of do. Is it Mouse Ritter that has those like equipment slots basically?
Yeah.
You can kind of do that, right? You know, you got a head slot. It's like a near automata or a near automata, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, I mean, you basically, you create your bot construction, setup, right? Where, you have a certain, where you basically set yourself up with like a certain frame, which then has, which you then gotta like glue on, manipulators or propulsion and, all kinds of junk until you have a full thing, right? And then, you can do all kinds of stuff with that and, mechanically, but there just really isn't any good ones.
I feel like it should be pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't know that much about RPG design, but it doesn't seem like it should be that difficult to just use it as like an equipment slot kind of thing, and then everything else is just sort of narrative or,
Yeah.
setting fluff.
Whack the guy in the front with the twice.
Well, if I whack this guy in the back, he'll clam up. And then I can whack the guy in the front, and then hit them both with Kabu, and they'll open up again. And then I can hit them with Leaf.
Fair.
I'm just gonna see what happens if I do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, and then... I'll just do it this way.
If it's red, yellow, blue, green.
Yellow. It's got to be yellow, red. Oh, hold on. Blue, green, yellow, red, I think. Yeah. Don't know why I did this. Oh, I know exactly why I did this.
Now you gotta go to that room with the mysterious hole and
Yeah.
put the crank in the hole and gotta crank that hog.
Hey.
Also, again, a rope.
Yeah, a rope that's transmitting torque. Oh,
There we go.
that was interesting. I want to go heal up again.
You could probably fight one or two more guys and get a level up.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, also another RPG I wish was more of a thing would be one where there are good RPGs, well, specifically one good RPG where basically all the player characters are wizards, which is called Ars Magica.
Oh, I have heard of that.
But it takes place in a sort of pseudo-magical realist version of medieval Europe, right? Think like Arthurian legend sort of thing.
Oh, got it.
Right, so it's not, proper high fantasy in a certain extent. And, I'd love for there to be a RPG, right, where all the players are wizards, right, and it's just... It's basically just the attitude of wizards only, fools. Where, you're just fucking casting spells and building your army of golems and magical henchmen and shit.
So, Magica?
Yeah, like that, but tabletop RPG form.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like the way Magica does the, magic combination thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's really doable on a TTRPG format quiet, but...
No, I think it's cool. Oh, that's gone.
Anyway, you leveled up, so you healed and got everything back, so you don't need to...
Oh yeah, you're right. So let me... Well, I want to save, but I'll just defeat these dudes. That we don't have to deal with them later. Actually, let me...
Should be a bugler. Okay.
You're right. I like how when Vi leans back to throw her beamerang, she closes one eye. I just kind of like that. I don't know why.
It's too bad that boomerangs don't actually work like that.
No. They're cool though. Oh, why is my primary weapon one that comes back? Just puts a fucking boxing glove on it. Oh, I should have thought of that one.
Just a fucking 10 out of 10 short there.
Oh god, so good. It's like 2 minutes long, and it's just jam-packed with amazingness. I love it. What am I doing? Alright. Kill that guy, who cares? Fuck you.
And there's that short What About a Man, which I'm still not sure if is completely stupid or genius.
Oh, God, I forgot about that one. I gotta watch that one again. It's been a while.
And the mobsters didn't pay him because crime doesn't pay.
Yeah, between, like, that one and the Australian diplomacy and, Captain Yajima, like, Wrath Club and Worthy Kids are fucking... I love them. They're great. I wish there was more of their stuff.
Worthy
Kids... I need that key.
Worthy Kids needs a... Worthy Kids deserves a TV series at this point.
Oh my god. I would pay money up front for, like, a full Captain Yajima series of shorts. That would be awesome. God. So good.
I mean, Big Top Burger seems to be his big thing, right? But, like, even it's pretty good, right?
I mean, I like Big Top Burger, don't get me wrong. I have a special place in my heart for Captain Yajima.
Yeah. As do I, and how, like, it's just animation magic, right? Like, how did he fake this so good?
In Blender.
Yeah, in Blender, no less.
Fucking free software, man. Ah, shit. Try this again.
I did have, like, an idea for a D&D-esque sort of adventure where you'd go across an island that was ruled by a bunch of wizards, and explore their wizard towers and whatnot, and get involved in the local political nonsense. But
Seems good for players that like to roleplay.
as opposed to you, who's a straight-up power gamer.
I have discovered that I'm actually not a very good player. I am much more at home DMing. Because it's always my turn, so I never have a chance to, like, lose focus. And I get to talk about story shit, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. Except you don't like writing any story shit, actually, though, so...
Well, that's the thing. I don't like preparing stories, which is why I really like the Forged in the Dark system.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because, you know, you do prep, and then the players are like, I'm going to do this. I'm like, I didn't think about that, so I got to do that on the fly.
Well,
And if I'm going to do it on the fly anyway, I might as well just always do it on the fly.
Well, I mean, it's a matter of like learning how to do effective planning, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just, it's like it's like the difference between like my Strahd game and the Blades of the Dark game,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, okay, I know what to do in Strahd. Like, I know the world and I know the characters, and then I'll go like, okay, you come across an intersection, and like the game wants you to do one thing because it's at a different level and the story is notes are pointing there, and the players are like, oh, I want to go do this other thing. Like, okay, I know how to manage that, but. And so, what I like about Blades in the Dark and other kinds of systems like that is everything they do contributes to the story. I just have to keep a note of it, of what should I make up, and then come back to it later. And like, oh, how can I incorporate this? So I just feel like it's more cohesive, as opposed to, yes, you go to the big spooky mansion on the mountaintop that, you know, has caught your eye at this intersection, and you get absolutely flattened by a bunch of giant spiders, because that's too high level for you. Like, I don't know. Just not my bag.
I think that's just sort of an issue with 5th edition adventure design, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean the book being, you know, a D&D book is not that great either.
Well,
You
being
know?
a Wizards
It's
of the
like,
Coast book is not that great.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, hey, this really important detail, like you just literally have to read the entire book to understand what's going on. And I was like, I don't want to read like a 400-page book, most of which they're not going to get to. I could have just done this. Fine. Oh,
That's just an exit back
die.
out.
Yeah.
What the hell is that cat doing? One moment. I am back with Kitty in tow.
Good. The Wasp King is up ahead.
Oh, cool. It'd sure be awful if this turned into a 3-part final battle.
Ha! She clocks him with her beamerang. I love Vi. One more time than you can. Huh. Oh, it's a fucking cannon. Or it's a tank.
What would vermin be to a bug?
Oh. Smaller bugs? Oh, it's that guy. Okay. So my guess is, Spy's not going to be super effective right now. So I'm going to have her spy.
A lot of hit points, but surprisingly not a whole lot of defense.
I don't think I've ever seen anything in this game that so far that is over 1 defense, but maybe some of the side bosses are.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yeah. Like those,
What?
like those guys with the drill shields. They go up to 3 defense when they block.
Right, when they block. Hmm. not do very much.
It doesn't seem like a very effective single target attack.
No. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I know what to do with him.
Probably gonna want to put up a shield.
Yeah, but in one turn I'll do that. Piercing damage. That's better. That's better too. Great. Oh, come on, I blocked.
Fucking ads, man.
Uh, oh, good. That's good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do this one again. I just don't think I've managed my resources very well. Cool. Okay, that's not gonna work. Great. Oh shit. I did it turn early. Oh well. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Just fucking nothing. Okay. Nope. Ah, fuck you. Okay, great. Changing my loadout probably won't work. Let me retry it. Because the spy stays. Okay, so bowling's bad. Dropping is good. drill is also good, but the fly drop is fewer points. So
just keep
why
fly
don't I
dropping.
do? Yeah, I guess I'll just keep fly dropping. Yeah. What can he do? None of these are really going to work very well. This could be our heal for this round. Nobody's really in need of healing. You want a hard to Tammy Jam. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, those actually aren't so bad, so I don't think I'm going to waste TP shielding them. I drop. Oh, fuck that up. Anybody in need of healing? Oh,
Heal leaf.
yeah, do leaf. I don't really have any revival items, so... Oh! Oh, that was silly.
Heal self.
Yep. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Probably just want to concentrate on the tank.
Yeah.
With more fly
Once
drops.
the tank's gone, I can deal with the other dude.
More items.
Yep. I'm just trying to look at what I have.
Use a honey drop.
Honey drop?
Yeah, probably, so that you're good and filled with TP in case leaf drops.
Oh, that's true. In which case, why don't I just do this? 12 TP. And nobody's paralyzed, but whatever, give it to her. Okay, Leaf's out. That's great. That's
You
good.
can fly drop the guy and
Yeah. Oh, good. That was the right choice. Blows up the other guy. Oh no. Bullshit. Bullshit! That's such bullshit!
I think this is a you gotta go level up point.
Fine. Walking around the nails. They're screws, they're screws. Go beat you up. Hmm.
Also, I know Tabletop Simulator was rough, but did you enjoy Dune at least?
It's one of those games where you know, if you guess wrong, you're just screwed. It's a little frustrating that way. It's not bad. I played a couple more times, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think you're supposed to let it roll over multiple enemies and then explode it at the end.
Maybe? I don't know. T-pose to show dominance. Right.
Here, the Catholic Church is looking to be gearing up for an ideological fight internally.
Really?
Yeah.
Between which factions?
Basically, recently, the Pope has gone on to say that many of American conservatives have abandoned true Catholicism and have instead embraced a backwards ideology.
Imagine that.
Told you that's how you use it.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I mean so that means he's clearly sort of posing himself on sort of the reform side, but I doubt that it'll be a conflict that comes to a head until he dies and there's a new pope to be elected. Basically, it's
well,
just
as far as popes, good.
Basically, it's a conflict between progressive and reactionary factions of. I believe the progressive faction is most powerful in Germany, actually, and the reactionary faction is most powerful in America. And there's a couple points of conflict that they have over. One of the big ones, of course, is LGBT issues and whether or not the Catholic Church should, be okay with the gays or not. and transgender people and all that, as well as a couple other points like whether or not divorced Catholics should be allowed to be remarried by the church, some stuff about whether or not to clean up their administrative structure, I believe, and of course you got some of the reactionary camp who want to return to a Latin mass.
Oh yeah, it's just fucking Vatican II was a mistake. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a religious person, but like, I mean, so to me, it's all just a bunch of like, I don't know how to describe it, right?
It's like a debate in a fandom you're not a part of.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's exactly what it is, right? I don't know.
On some level, it's meaningless to me, right? As well, right? But clearly, clearly, Vatican II was like the minimum viable amount of reforms they had to do to keep the Catholic Church running, right?
Well, yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like, Catholicism, like just as an organization, needs to be able to say we have something meaningful to tell the average person to help them through this, garbage pile that is life. And if they say, oh, you have to hate such and such kind of person, if that's all they are to most people, then, most people are going to go, well, my friend Bob is such and such, and I really like Bob, so why do you hate Bob? And it's just going to be completely irrelevant, right? So, just as an organization that wants to maintain relevance in the modern world, then yeah, they have to change to meet people where they are, and if they don't, they're gonna die, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is, right? It's a matter of, like, let's just assume from like a perspective of total opportunism, of we have no ideology, we just want the organization to survive somehow. Right. You then have to decide, okay, are LGBT issues a rising tide or a fad, right?
I think it's very much not a fad, frankly. I think it's too late.
And if it's not a fad, you got to get on with the tide, right?
Yep.
Right, and moreover, you got to think about, your younger membership, right? Who's going to be providing your next generation of a membership as well. And what do they want? Because if you alienate all of your younger members and they stop, bringing their kids to church, and then you're left with a bunch of old fuddy-duddies gradually dying out.
Yeah, you can't just say you have to, we deserve to have a power and authority in society because we're the Catholic Church, right? I mean, older and longer-lived religions than theirs have had sway in the past. There's no reason why Catholicism, per se, needs to continue to exist in any meaningful form, under the weight of its own inability to be meaningful to people. And so if you care about it for any reason at all, pure opportunism or because you genuinely have some kind of, religious connection or experience in this way, then you need to be able to say, is there a way we can interpret Jesus' message of love and peace such that we don't have to hate all the gays, right?
Yeah.
I think it kind of starts with... Oh, good. I gotta use this item. Kind of acknowledging, like, the political history of the church, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Catholicism as a thing was a political entity, even back in the era of Constantine. And so you have to be able to say, we exist as a political thing, ultimately. That kind of arose in its own way, to its own power. I mean, so we are capable of meaningful change.
I mean, it was basically the leftover remains of the Western Roman Empire's bureaucracy.
Right. I mean, well, point being, they've changed as an entity before, right? A lot has happened in the last 1,800 years, 1,700 years, whatever it is. And so to say that, Catholicism cannot change is to say that it will die, right? Yeah. And if that means, if the way that it has to change today is you have to find a way to include homosexual people and transgender people and other people like that who like are not bad people in any way. They just have a different way to live than other people. It's not like you're saying murder's okay now. No, right? If you can't do that, then the church is just going to die, and that's just going to have to be okay with the conservative crowd, I guess, the reactionary crowd. You get to have your Catholicism the way you want it, and it will go away. And it may take 100 years, but it'll go away. And that's just the way it is.
I mean, more likely, I think what's going to happen is that the church is just going to split in half.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, Catholicism of a certain type. We'll probably have a church. It'll probably be called the Catholic Church. But to the degree to which it resembles the current Catholic Church, who knows? Or, frankly, cares? It's not my thing.
Yep.
Alright, I went up one level. I guess I could try and leave and fight some dudes outside and see if that gets me anywhere.
Try some side quests and shit.
I was hoping to just kind of run to the end. But if they're gonna have a bullshit 2-part mega fight here, then I guess I can't.
I mean, if you're really just not enjoying the game, we can just watch somebody else play through the end.
No, I like the game. It's just that I find that trick they played where you beat this, quite frankly, difficult boss, and then you just have to do another boss on top of that, and you're just dead. Like, okay, like, I admit I could theoretically marshal my limited resources better, but I thought I did pretty well there.
Yeah, that was
kind of eke out I don't know. It just seems
that was pretty close to optimal. You really didn't. Even if you played a little bit better, I think you'd only gotten 1 or 2 turns more out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of that go.
I'm not sure I can do. I'm not sure with no TP left. I'm not sure I can do 30 damage a turn in 2 turns. So. Oh, I forgot to visit. Whatever. It's not that big a deal.
So, yeah,
I mean, the whole Catholic Church thing, it bothers me in a number of levels, right? It bothers me in a personal, moral level. But even outside of that, it's like, what kind of stupid-ass organization so clings to its identity as, this, staunch conservative organization that it allows itself to die? And then the answer comes back is, well, people, right? That's just been the hallmark of both organizations and individual people forever. It is a major issue in, say, Eastern religion, that this inflexibility, this identity you get stuck with, and you get stuck on, limits you. But I shouldn't get mad at it, but I do get mad at it.
I mean, we could choose to adapt, or we could choose to have it a little bit easier for a short period of time and then die.
Right.
And people very consistently choose the second one.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I'd rather die as me than continue to live as slightly different me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're gonna get rid of, like, the fucking Eucharist or whatever, right? Like, it's still gonna be Catholicism.
Yeah.
All the rituals gonna be there, everything, but...
I mean, some of the things seem like...
Go ahead.
Like, some of the changes seem like nothing changes, right? Like,
Right.
allowing, divorced Catholics to get remarried under the church. It's like, let's be real, dude. Like, divorce is pretty...
It's the modern era.
The taboo of divorce is pretty much just gone entirely, at least in America and Western Europe.
Plus, what if you want to, like, if you weren't a Catholic and you got divorced and you decided to become a Catholic, is that a problem?
No, actually. Typically not.
Got it.
Because you wouldn't have been married by the Catholic Church, which means it doesn't count. In the eyes of the Catholic Church, right? Because obviously, the Catholic Church is the only one with the phone line to God, so,
Fucking Kremlin red telephone.
Yeah.
Which wasn't a thing, but still.
You know, when some other church tells you you're married, that's just bullshit. When the Catholic Church tells you you're married, that's real shit.
I am annoyed that we allowed religion to do legal marriages.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why we did it, but we should have been like, okay, you want to be married, like, in your religion, fine. But then you come down to the courthouse and fill out some paperwork so you can be married in the state way. And that way, there's this distinction, right?
Well, I mean, there are a number of... right, in America at least, right, there are a wide variety of affordances and privileges given to religious organizations that no other kind of organization has, and which religious organizations consistently abuse.
Don't gotta pay taxes. You're not allowed to involve in party politics, but you can get involved in politics.
Yeah, so you're...
Which is interesting.
So theoretically, you're not allowed to get involved in politics, right? But that's not enforced at all, right? You know, people just get involved in politics. You know, religious organizations get explicitly involved in politics all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you get sued, you could lose your tax-exempt status, but that doesn't matter to a whole lot of people. So.
When is, like, literally when has it happened, right? Like,
yeah, who knows?
Like, never, right? It just doesn't. It's just a thing that doesn't happen. So, there's also things like, confessional, actually. So, as you might know, in the mental health profession, right, if you tell a psychologist, therapist, whatever, right, that you are something that, like, you've committed crimes or you're otherwise an immediate danger to yourself or others, right, they have to report that, right?
It's a good way to get people not to tell you that you're dangerous.
Now, yes, admittedly, right, I think this is flawed, right? Because there...
I get it, but...
Yeah, I do think that there should, in fact, be a, you know, an ear of last resort, right? That exists somewhere, where it's like, where you can talk about stuff where it's like, hey, maybe I'm a little bit of a psycho killer. Like,
particularly if you haven't actually done anything yet.
Yes.
If you're like, I'm afraid this will happen, I want help, but I want it in such a way that I don't get to have to spend the next 6 months in a mental asylum.
Yeah.
So admittedly, there's got to be a way to do that.
Admittedly, right, you run into also the problem of, you know, what does imminent danger mean exactly? Right?
Yeah, well, ethical problems are never easy.
But, and of course, that's where you get a whole series of memes online of you know, like, POV, you're too honest with your therapist, and it's a padded cell. Right. Anyway, so that's the current legal state of therapy, right? However, if you confess to stuff in a religious confessional that is illegal or dangerous or imminently illegal or dangerous to yourself or others, that person you confess to as a member of the as part of this religious organization has no obligation whatsoever to report on you. Right, so firstly, okay, it's like, this is weird that we're affording this to religious organizations whose standards of employment are basically nothing. But not to people who are at least theoretically trained in this sort of stuff. But also it leads to situations like there was some, this was a couple months ago now, right? But there's like some Mormon church or whatever, right? Where the lead guy, I forget what, the lead priest, I forget what they exactly call the term. Basically casually confessed to possession and use of child pornography.
Gross.
Like in front of the entire congregation. And the court threw out the case. It was a religious confessional, you know. So, Right, so that's an incredible affordance being made to these religious organizations. Right, and they just abuse it. And that's to say nothing of shit like Scientology, right? Where, you know, where like the entire point is just to exploit the fuck out of people.
Pretty close. Ooh.
Hey, try to fly behind the waterfall. There's gotta be... Oh, there's something behind there. There's something...
Yep.
Look, it's classic 90s game design, right? We gotta put something behind the waterfall.
I'd be disappointed if there wasn't something behind the waterfall. I'm sure as fuck disappointed now. Is there a... Nope.
You can drop a freezy thing in the water as,
Oh god, you're right, I can. But, maybe take me over there?
I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm not entirely sure this is the intended solution.
Whatever.
I can't deny it. Yeah, I can't deny it's effective, though.
It works, therefore it's a solution.
That's absolutely true. I can definitely think of a few times in, like, playing crosscode where I, cheesed the game that way. In a way that made it way harder for me, but I still did it. There's a big rock there. Nope. Can't quite tell if there's anything important over here. No. Or I messed up the jump, I can't tell.
There's nothing up there anyway.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was so focused on looking down here. Oh, God damn it, come on. I think this is a secret area that I don't have to go to, I'm sure.
Did we actually...
Ergo, it's hard. Huh?
Did we actually decide on what game we're playing next?
We were talking about maybe Outer Wilds, or what was the other one we were thinking about doing?
Yeah, I was definitely wanting to play something either myself or cooperatively with you.
Oh, yeah, Baldur's Gate, the new Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I need to upgrade my computer, so that's not on the...
Yeah, I think I also need to...
we could do the, also the, new Starship Troopers.
Yes, that would be good too. At least for, like, a few rounds. I don't know if it's the kind of game we can play long, because it's like a arena kind of game, isn't it? Where you just sort of do, you know, short missions. Standard, modern FPS.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. There's a boss here, isn't there? Yep.
Kick its ass.
Nail.
I want to do Spy first.
Yeah.
Nail. Kick its
I
ass.
saw a birdie. Kick its ass. Checka, checka, checka. Oh, I get it. Oh, they're gonna summon... It's gonna summon things. This thing is stronger than the tank I just beat.
Do fly
All right.
drops.
Yeah. Makes my finger hurt, but
Well, you haven't seen what its attacks are yet, so
that's true.
and just
The frozen drill is slightly cheaper. Okay.
target the big guy.
Do all of them. Okay. Up infinity.
I think it's always just gonna have one guy summoned that's gonna continually try to buff.
Yep. Hmm. So I don't think it's going to work on that thing. We're going to go try it anyway. Nope.
I mean, at least did some damage.
Mhm.
Kind of want to move Kabu in the front. He has the...
Yeah. Mm. Cool. Hmm. Nope.
You know what I really love to do? I'd love to co-design a dungeon. For...
Mhm.
Alright, because typically, right, you're stuck... Because typically, right, I'm stuck with designing dungeons alone, right? Because the only people I know
Right.
who are interested are my fucking players. And I can't tell them the dungeon, because otherwise that spoils everything.
Right.
But that also means I have, like, nobody to bounce ideas off of.
Creativity is easier when you have somebody you can talk to, even if they're not like uh, knowledgeable about the subject. Actually, sometimes it's better if they're not knowledgeable about the subject because they can ask, simple questions you maybe had overlooked.
Anyway, this is my proposition. Want to be my muse?
Oh, you want me to help you design dungeons for games I'm not in?
Yeah.
Sure.
I just said.
Like I said, I don't really know anything about dungeon design, but I can try.
Since we're doing an introduction to dungeon design, here's a pop quiz. In OSC, right, and similar systems of classic D&D, about how many different encounters do you get through with players per 3-hour session?
I know in 5e it's like 2 or 3. It's not very many. I think in OSC it's more like 4 or 5, isn't it? It's more because the encounters go much more quickly.
Yeah, so, well, you're talking about purely in combat, in which case, yes, that's correct.
Okay.
However, if you're talking about, like, total rooms explored, right?
Oh. God, how many did we get through in our last OSC game?
You got, you were kind of slow, so you're averaging, like, 8 or 9.
Oh, so it's more like 12 or 13?
Usually it's closer to 10 or 11.
That's pretty good.
But, 10's a good rule of thumb, and 5, little encounter areas is a good rule of thumb for 5e. But of course, realistically, and it can go a little bit faster or slower depending on, if there's lots of empty rooms or not. Because a room might not be literally empty, but it might just be, set decoration where it's like, oh, right, there's cool tapestries or whatever. It's like, oh, that's cool, let's move on. As opposed to, like a 20-minute combat or something.
Leveled up. I think I'm actually gonna get
hit points.
More HP this time, yeah. Ooh. What'd that do?
I think that's part of a quest, so you gotta turn that in.
Probably. Alright, I got up 2 levels. Come on. I gotta go restock some shit. Oh, right. I don't know why they do that here, because I'm like, oh, I just gotta go here now. No, here's where I want. Come on.
So here's an idea for classic D&D, right? So how about we get rid of the cleric class altogether?
Okay.
Right, and instead, right, we have a different mechanic where you can basically devote yourself to a god or whatever, right? And then that tags onto your character as sort of an additional thing to whatever base thing you are. And depending on how closely you adhere to whatever, you do stuff that's, pleases your god or whatever, right? You get more faith points or whatever, right? And as you go up the ranks, you get access to, like, more spells and abilities and shit, right? Which is a separate sort of progression tracker from just straight levels.
Interesting. But I'll take that off. Yeah, good. I'm not sure this does a whole lot. Well, because what is this?
Yeah, that's probably more useful.
Yeah. There it is. Still at 4. HP. Oh, it changes all of them every time I buy something. I see.
Yeah.
Did I use a whole bunch of, I think, everything? Yeah, I did. Right,
so you might want to interact with the cooking mechanic more, because,
it does a lot, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll make your items more efficient.
Well, let's see what Mr. Chef over here has to say. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit, I'm just gonna do that a whole lot. How many more times can I do that? 1, 4,
4 more.
5.
5 more times, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, it just does it faster because I've already done it before.
Well, that's nice at least.
Yeah. One of those little quality of life things. Like, I was fully prepared to sit here, but it's nice that I don't have to. Oh, I can press A through it. I see.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Alright, have a good time.
I will. There'll be party hats and streamers.
Good. Kazoos. Oh shit. God damn it. Do.
I'm back.
Hello. I can do it one more time. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it. Maybe do it twice. Hold on. There's space for 3. That'll give me. I'll take up 13. There you go. I can do it 2 more times.
Yeah, so the general rules of thumb for design for OSC are a challenging combat encounter is monsters with total hit dice equal to party hit dice.
Equal to the total. So, I mean, each party member has different hit dice, right?
You just count the number altogether.
Oh, the total number of dice. Got it.
Yes. So if you have a party consisting of a level 3 rogue, a level 2 fighter, and a level 1 wizard, that's 6 hit dice altogether, which means a single 6 hit dice monster, or 2 3 hit dice monsters, or, you know, so on. The combination will typically be a reasonable challenge for that group. You do have to slightly inflate that as the party levels up, because they'll get access to magic items, which will make them a lot more combat effective than their straight class levels give them. Because leveling up actually doesn't give you a whole lot.
No, it does not.
It makes your HP go up, improves your saves and attacks, and maybe you get a new spell, and that's about it. And then you want to essentially give an amount, and basically you work backwards from how much treasure you give out is sort of working backwards for how long you want leveling to take. Right, so if you want to level up on average about once a month, real life, right, and you have a weekly 3-hour game, right, you work backwards from that of like, okay, you take the total amount of gold that the party needs to level up, you figure that out, and then you figure, right, four sessions, that means about 40 rooms, so you figure out how much gold there is, and then you divide that among the 40 rooms, to whatever degree makes sense. And then you add a little bit extra more because you're going to have secret treasure. And the players might miss it.
Looking for revival items. I'm pretty sure they're around. There's 1 or 2 around here somewhere. Is there any here? Is this?
I think this place just sucks.
Here we go.
Oh, the Termite Kingdom.
Yeah, Termite Kingdom. That's what I'm looking. Squash. Stores 2 HP. Nope. Okay. Oh, could have just done that. But I don't want that. That's Metal Island, and then that's... What's that? I can't remember. It was literally just there. Oh. Sure. Where is that taking again?
I think this is the one that's just like in a weird dungeon or something.
Yeah. This takes me to here. Oh, this is where all of Kabu's friends died, I think. Is that right? I am too high level for this. All right. I will just go to Metal Island and sleep in the inn, even though I don't need to, because it gets me a really good power up to fill up my last slot. Is that Moth Pope? Cool.
Never knew Mothman was a Catholic.
The Tick and Arthur. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. That's annoying. We should have started it at the top.
Started from the bottom and now you're at the top.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so what was it? Fly drops, and then have Leaf do the heal thing.
Yeah.
So... should be more efficient now because of the cool-ass food I have.
You don't need to heal or anything, so just like attack or something.
I'll wait for him to... Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. With the leaf, so he can continue to do good things with it.
Give that to V.
Yep. Ugh. Go with the leaf. Go with the leaf again.
I'll give it to...
I'll do this first. And give it to Vi.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Probably Kabu.
I guess Kabu, yeah. Ah, shit. Oh, great. I have no revival items.
Just hope he's on like 2 HP.
I guess I better. It's cool. I can still do fly drop though. Oh no, I can't because she's down.
Dash
Cool.
through.
Yeah, I have to do dash through because I think, yeah, he's in front. Okay. Ah, shit. I missed it. Nope, I'm screwed. Oh, not quite screwed yet. Nope, I'm fucked. Damn it!
Yeah, you're
I'm
just...
2 levels higher, and I did way worse.
Probably just revert to last save point. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to go around and hunt some of the secret bosses and shit.
I shouldn't have to, though.
I mean, we could just watch it, we could just watch the end and be like, if...
I don't know. God, I put all this time. I don't want to just watch the end.
I
I
mean...
want to do it.
I mean, those are kind of our choices, though, right?
I mean, I could try it again and kind of hope I get lucky, I guess, but... I don't know. Alright. I know at least one secret boss.
Just checking the time. Yeah, okay.
It's only 1 a.m. where I am. Why am I doing this? Cool.
That's why.
I don't want to leave the submarine there. That's the thing. No. Doing the right thing. Okay, where is this thing? No. Is it the Golden Path? Yeah, I don't think it was anywhere else. I think it was on the Golden Path, which is down this way. I mean, I could just go to the Golden Settlement, and come back the other way, I guess.
I guess.
What was Golden Settlement? Is this it? Ah, shit. God damn it. Gold Settlement. Nope, double tap. There we go. I so high level, I think I'm just automatically beating every enemy in the game that's not a boss.
Yeah, I mean, if we're still having trouble, we can look up a guide.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
so.
wait, I forgot. We're in the... This is post-game facts, and all the guides suck
Yeah.
ass.
I was gonna say. Come back up? Maybe if I let go, they'll come back up? Yeah. And then... I think it was over this way? Yeah, there we are. I think it's this way. Fuck. I done goofed. And that's gonna eat me anyway. Fuck you.
I believe you have to freeze one of them.
Yeah, just come this way. I think I can cheese it now if I use Vi's thing. There we go. Choose that shit. This is, I think, where I had to freeze it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ugh, god damn it.
You know, that drift is gonna be the end of you.
The drift?
Yeah, the controller drift.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, it really is. That was too quick. Okay. I think... Oh, was it this way? Which way do I go? Shit. Oh, okay, I see. Might just be able to... Let's see, is there a way I can... Oh yeah, fuck you. That gets me over there, I don't want to go over there. Pretty sure I want to go up there to the right. Ooh, hello. Is that a way to do it? Doesn't make any sense. I know I've done this before. Don't need that to freeze that guy. I don't think I need to freeze anybody now that I can do B's thing, or Vi's thing. The question is keeping these things up at the same time. No, that's why I need to freeze them. Well, let's see. And then... whatever, let me just try this. No, okay.
Can you hold the beamerang in place and fly at the same time?
No. What I'm thinking is I might be able to do this at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I don't think that's an available option. I think it just goes in.
Maybe I don't need to change it at all. Maybe I was just making things difficult for myself. And then this one? No. No, maybe there is a...
I think there's an item there.
Yeah. Alright, let's go the other way. I'm like 90% sure this is where the other monster was that we didn't... I don't think we fought.
You're gonna need the,
Oh yeah, the beamerang.
No, yeah, I need to keep it. Jump.
Oh, come on! This game is a little bit unfair sometimes. 3D platforming. And I gotta be exactly perfect? That's some bullshit. There we go. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. I think this is it. Alright. I can't swap. Okay, great. Cool. So she's down. That's great. Excellent. This is it. Anyway.
Frozen drill. I think frozen drill is more effective in this case.
It might be. Okay, let's try one more time.
I just hit it normal. Hit the main
Oh,
one.
you're right. It's only got one.
Yeah.
Oh, can I? I can. Great.
I mean, you're getting these quest rewards. You gotta find some way of turning them in.
I think I can turn them in, I think they're, these. Yeah, Devour and Peacock Spider. Doppel. Where's Doppel? I'll look up who Doppel is. I didn't see it.
He's some kind of gangster. Doppelgangster.
Oh, in the Underground Tavern. That's right. In Ant Kingdom City. Okay, I think I kind of know what this is. Is it this way? The left?
How do you get past that door? It's locked up.
I have no idea. I will look that up in just a moment. I think... No? Oh, there was a... Is it here? No. This is Ant Kingdom City, and there's like a secret hidden... Oh, here. Here it is. Oh, shit. Did I accidentally do all of them?
Well, we'll see here in a minute.
I guess not. Yeah, I did all the ones I had anyway. Oh. What are you talking about? Oh, there's this one. Somewhere in the Lost Sands. Alright. Kind of amazed I did 4 of them without even realizing it.
That's just how much of a Giga Chad Sigma male you are.
Both Giga Chad and Sigma male. Alright.
Yeah.
The fucking Sigma male grinds. I love that shit. It's just so dumb. It's like...
Wake up at 3 in the morning. Dude.
Wake up? I'm already awake at 3 in the morning.
Wake up at 3 in the morning. Do a 5-mile run. You trade a Bitcoin for... Trade crypto for 3 hours. Go to job.
Why do I need to... I should be able to automatically trade crypto. I mean, not that I want to, because it's stupid, but
Trading crypto is actually a difficult. There's actually high transaction costs to crypto.
oh really? Well, I don't
Yeah.
know because I don't give a shit about crypto.
Right, like there have been several attempts to have like, oh, here's like a bar that accepts cryptocurrency as payment, right? And it takes
No.
like 5 minutes to get your payment through. Right, so how
Uh,
crypto is set up is that it's very easy and quick to buy crypto, but it's very slow and difficult to sell crypto.
well, because every time you do it, you got to do a transaction on the fucking blockchain, and it takes a million years.
Yeah. Also, the blockchain doesn't have a lot of, right, despite the fact that, it's the most secure way of holding information, supposedly, it also doesn't have lots of guards against fraud. So that means that if somebody hacks your wallet, they could just steal all your shit and there's no way of undoing it.
I think, I think it just uses the same kind of encryption that, you know, anything uses. Oh yeah, this is the house. Ooh.
You're no longer itinerant samurai.
Yeah, that's right. We're no longer wandering Ronin
No.
without a master.
Now you're sedentary slobs.
That's right. Could rest on our laurels.
I mean, that's what the samurai did.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like we put all this emphasis on hard work, but first of all, in our society, it's just an excuse to get you working for no pay. And second, who wants to work hard? Why should we have to work hard? Like pursuing things we find meaningful is not always easy, and that's good for hard work. But
Yeah.
just like this absolute hard work, good period. No, stupid.
R slash anti-work much?
Yeah. Well, it's like, I mean, if they were actually about anti-work, free from work is a little bit better. But anyway, it's like, struggle's good for you. Yeah, but not struggle to eat,
Yeah.
right? I mean, struggle to like pursue something, art, or to get a degree, something meaningful and important. Like not to eat or have health care, assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, shit, free in.
Well, that answers that. That'd have been way useful earlier in the game.
It would have been. But I didn't have any money early in the game, and I needed all of it for, this cost me $150. What is this? Like a litter box?
The adult litter box.
Yeah.
The peak of Discord mod lifestyle.
Oh god, I am a Discord mod, sorta, kinda. Okay, what else is interesting to do?
The Discord mods and the Redditors had a convention to get together and see and swap secrets of how to be disgusting people.
Oh no, I would never be a Reddit mod.
Especially not now, since they totally fucked the moderation tools.
Yep. Oh god, I forgot. There's that huge sandcastle thing in the desert that we didn't go to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of stinky.
Oh god.
I have a conclusion to that story of people of.
Oh yes, that's right.
The whole right. So
How did that go?
So complaints kept coming in, even though I'd done literally everything physically possible, including moving and getting a new bed.
Right.
And it's like threats of oh, we're gonna take it to HR. We're gonna take it to HR. It's like, you know what? I'll take it to HR.
That's good.
So I went to HR and I gave them my side of the story. And then the complaint stopped. And then...
Good.
I left a while to cool things down, right? And, I know my crew chief was the primary person behind all this shit. So, but you know what? I'm like, we're stuck together for the remainder of the bid. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, right? He stopped bothering me. I'm not pursuing anymore with the fucking HR department bullshit, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So he was talking to one of the other crew. Oh, and I was about to just jump in and basically just like agree with him on something and like share a funny little story, funny little thing I saw on like the internet. And when I spoke up, he was like, "Hey, this is a private conversation. We don't need your input." Right?
What a dick.
So it turns out HR gave him some kind of dressing down about the situation. Of course, they weren't. They're HR, so they didn't move me or anything.
Right.
Because
they didn't actually assess the situation and try to improve it, because that's not what they're doing.
Yeah. Because they're still useless for the most part. Anyway, but it turns out my crew chief is super butthurt about the situation.
What an asshole.
And doesn't even want me to talk to him anymore. Which, of course, makes doing my job a little bit tricky.
Well, it's like when I gave my notice at that old job I had, and then just everybody left me alone. I'm like, thank God. I don't want to be here. Oh, right. There's that thing.
Yeah, so, like, from my perspective, either I was horribly wrong, and somehow I am miraculously a stinky boy. In which case, he has all the proof he needs. He should just absolutely pursue a HR complaint, right?
Right.
It's been weeks and months of apparently no compliance, so what's the issue, right? So, or it's more what I think it is, which is it's mostly made up. In which case he's just really, he's really butthurt about the fact that he can't fuck with me.
Yeah, I don't understand people like that. Like, what is it they're trying to accomplish?
I don't know.
They just want to have some butt monkey they can screw around with?
Yeah, it's... Did you break those rocks?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, wait. That is a thing, I forgot. Nope. I don't need money that badly.
So...
It's just, why... I mean, I don't... You almost certainly did not smell bad. And, like, even if you, like, did and you clearly attempted to, change it in good faith.
Yeah.
Right? Like...
And also, it just seems like a weird complaint to even have, given the context of the work, right? It's 100-degree weather. We're all sweating our asses off.
Right.
I even discussed it with my doctor. Like, hey, people are complaining I smell at work. And maybe my doctor doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, which is entirely possible. But basically, their take was, smelling, muchly of body odor after doing lots of work in the heat is not a medical condition.
Right. It's an indicator that everything is working fine, frankly.
Yeah. It would be a medical condition if I smelled in a particularly odd way, or if I smelled badly without doing any exertive activities.
Right. Okay. So how do I get in here? Beetle dig. Beetle dig norm. But I'm here, aren't I?
Are you sure this is the proper area you need to be digging in?
No. Oh, Bug Fables. How to get to stream. For the that I head down with a left pass, keep going, about to stream mountains through a cave near a bridge made out of a green rake. Okay. Lessons. Green rake. Oh, yeah, I'm on the other side. Okay. How do we get there? To the green rake. Okay, got it. Yep, and now I'm here, and I can go... I might be able to just fly over that, actually. Let me see.
Looking at guide noises.
Yeah. Okay, I can't do it from here, I gotta go down.
At least you don't have to deal with all the random encounters.
Yes, that's my favorite medal in the whole game, is that one. Okay, cross here, here, and then and then here. Boop. 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 There we go. I'm gonna go here first because I think there's. I know what this is. Yes, I do. Here it is. And good. Cat. Hello, cat.
Yeah, see, this guy's got 2 defense.
Yep, you're right.
And then...
Oh.
That's just an alternate way across.
Yeah. What? Cool. That wasn't what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Great. Cool. Actually, there's a save point down here. So, anything interesting happening in the world these days? Florida's underwater. The South is burning up more broadly.
They're totally gonna get Trump.
They're definitely going to get Trump this time. That's right. Third time's the charm.
They got a mugshot and everything.
That's right. Totally matters. Come on.
Make sure you can even jump on the first one.
Yeah. I think that may be too low. Nope. Ooh. Oh, shit.
And it's only on one character, so...
Yeah, true. Fuck you. Oh. I can go further to the left. Oh, maybe I can't. Wasn't there supposed to be a big enemy here? Just go there, maybe? Did I miss something?
I mean, you got the Crimson Ore.
I got the ore.
Is that
The
the
lowest
prize?
point of Street Mountain. Can't bite. Oh! This way. Fuck you. Here. Eh. Oh, great. Jump, jump, carry. Okay, I think this needs to go down then. I think it was just to get to that. Don't know why I needed to get to that, but... Okay, there's a room over there. Nope. So many items I just don't want.
Oh wait, that's how you do it. You.
Oh, I see. It's got to be low in
Yeah.
order to actually access the platform.
Yeah, you set up your beamerang to flip back.
Yes! Oh, no, but then I can't... Oh, then I have to do this. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Yes, you're right. That's why they're like this. Okay. Make it... Ah, thank God. No! God damn it. I fucking hate 3D precise timing platform puzzling.
Especially in, an RPG game.
Yeah.
Which is like saying ATM machine, but okay.
An RPG game, but I know what you mean. No. No! No! Okay. Fuck! God damn it! Bug Fables, I love you. Or Bug Fables, I really do. You're a very charming game with a huge amount of heart and characters I really care about, and you're so much better than Yik. Okay. Oh, thank God.
Save, 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 save.
Yeah, save. What am I at? Yeah. This seems like a boss arena.
Wade out into the middle.
I guess it is shallow. I mean, the game kind of teaches you don't go in water, but still.
Water always kills you unless it doesn't.
Yeah, unless it doesn't. Um,
Do the ice drill thing, and
uh,
have V do spy. See how many HPs it has.
how many HPs? Um, I'm looking at the fandom article about it. Deal Deck causes a sink.
Oh, that's something that's happened in the world. The fandom's gotten shittier, actually.
Even shittier? I
Yeah.
didn't think that was
They
possible.
started using AI-generated wiki articles, replacing actual fan content. Actual
But
fan
AI
art.
generated articles are shit. They're usually very wrong.
Yeah, but AI.
But AI, AI crypto and crypto AI and the
NFTs.
internet and NFTs and the web and the
Web,
web 3.0.
Web 3.0, we know that. Metaverse.
Metaverse, yes, metaverse, VR metaverse.
Crypto.
Crypto. God damn it. The world is so fucking stupid.
That's just literally every fucking tech conference.
It's horrible. It's all like you want to talk about the stagnation of America or the world in general. That's where we are. That's where we're at. It's all the same. It was bad enough when everything switched to being an app. We're gonna have an app for this and an app for that. And like apps suck. I have like 6 that I actually like.
Yeah,
But
there's.
now it's just
Let's see. I use the Discord app. I use the GPS. I
yeah.
look up. I do use the internet browser to look at webcomics online all day. I'm bored at work.
I have a notes taking app that I quite like because I have a lot of little notes I want to take all the time. But anyway, yeah. But like most apps are just like I can just go to the website. It's a
Mhm.
slightly easier to use website. Um,
And spy.
I know how many HPs it has because I looked it up, but
Oh,
it's good to know like dynamically. Yeah.
that's lots of HPs.
Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna.
Keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can do it. Oh, it does do damage. Good. Now it's paralyzed for 2 turns.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Just kick its ass.
Kick its ass. Okay, is there anything I can do with
Does it have any defense left? Because you might just be. Oh yeah, you could just do a tornado toss on it.
Oh. I can remember how to fucking do tornado toss. Alright, 3. It's still better than I would have done. I don't know. Guess I'll do frozen drill again. Okay, it is still down. Excellent. And I can do fly drop.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Oh. Cool. Who needs it? Like, really nobody needs it, but I guess give it to Cop. No, it's gonna give it to Leaf, but it's fine. Doesn't matter.
Fly drop that tail, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's sort of cute. Hmm. Let's see.
Ice tree.
Frozen drill. And actually, I'm gonna need. I'll just make some more later. Hmm. Ah, shit. Jesus. Does nothing if I don't hit that button. It's a waste of 6 points.
You're a waste of 6 points.
Yeah, that's right. Um. Do this better. "33 points left. Jesus Christ." Whatever.
So you're interested in the Robo Rally or that Apocalypse Road game?
Yeah, those sound kind of neat.
Robo Rally was actually designed by Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering fame.
Oh.
Also made in the early 90s, originally. Apocalypse Road is newer. I was thinking of actually buying a real edition of Apocalypse Road, but then I sort of run up against the reality of how rarely I'm able to play board games in the flesh.
Yeah.
It's like, do I really want to spend this money?
It's nice to look out on your shelf, but yes, you never get to play them ever.
Just do a basic attack.
Yeah. Damn it.
You might want to just concentrate the main body at this point.
I guess so.
And just normal attack him down at this point.
Oh, okay.
Switch to V and...
Well, that was a lot more painful than I thought it was going to be.
Well, you got them all now.
Yep. Is there anything I need to do before I leave? Tidal worm can be found in the Lost Stream Mountain. Stream Mountain, Lion Jaws, got it. Okay. Good.
How many side quests do you even have left?
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of side quests left if I actually wanted to do them, but I think they're mostly all for money. Like, these are all side quests.
Too bad you don't need any of that worthless money.
Yeah, I'm okay on money for right now, yeah. Oh, I have more honeyed leaves than I thought.
Yeah. Well, it should be nearly 2 o'clock where you are right now.
Yeah.
Wanna...
Alright, so I guess we'll finish the game next time.
Hopefully.
Let me do this first.
And maybe we'll look up a strategy guide.
Come on. Double tap, there we go. Why pay money?
When the sleep is free.
That's right. We're finally homeowners.
Oh god, you're petit bourgeois.
I'm sure that's how that works.
Anyway. Since you're gonna find the saving stone and bring us to a save, any parting words for the streaming audience?
What was that stupid thing with... Oh yeah, Catholics, be nice to gay people and other such people. I mean, that's... Jesus says love. Do love. It's not hard.
I don't know, that sounds woke to me.
You don't have to like anybody. You just have to not treat them like shit. Just treat them like they're regular people.
Is that woke propaganda I'm hearing?
If that's woke propaganda, then I'm the wokest motherfucker alive.
You know, there's actually been conservatives in churches nowadays who complain about how Jesus' Sermon on the Mount is too woke.
Those people need to be quiet and go away. Like, just stay in your house and never come out and never talk to me and don't participate in the society I live in because you're just a bad person and I don't want you around.
I think that counts. I think a good 20% of American society is kind of like that, and I really wish.
It's just, yeah, if 1 in 5 people could just stay the fuck away from me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, 1 in 5. You know, just go away, please.
Just stay where you are and don't talk to anybody. It'll be fine.
Anyway, stay in your homes. That's the message.
Yeah, lockdown didn't end for you jerks.
All right, let's turn off the stream.